Meet Jack. Have you ever been given a nickname that your actions earned you? I'm about to tell you what mine was. But first, howdy my peeps. If you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome to Mornings with Heather. That's me. And if you're coming back for more, thank you. I appreciate you. How's about we get into story time, I volunteered for a small fire department in Sanders, Arizona, which isn't, or last I checked, isn't even on the map. A group of us were sent to go to wildland fire training all the way in Sholo, which is about an hour and a half away from where our firehouse was. And so we carpooled in my car. I was the only one with a car big enough to accommodate all of us. We basically spent 2 nights, I think it was, there in Cholo at that fire department, and then we drove back. And I was dropping crew members off at their destination, and then we come up to the guy who, for the purpose of this story, I will name T. We come up to, and he lived in Witchwells. He lived out in Witchwells. You guys, it's a pretty creepy place. But let me move on. He gives me the directions on how to get in there. And when we get to his house, I was running a little low on fuel, so he gave me the option of either having his daughter escort me out in their vehicle and then I'd be out safely, or giving me fuel and then, I just find my way out. And I opted to get the fuel because I was running low on fuel. And the way these dirt roads were, one wrong turn and you are absolutely going to be lost. You're going to get turned around. It's that kind of land. I was confident in my navigational skills until I made a wrong turn, and it's almost dark, you guys. I made this wrong turn, and like I said, Witchwells is creepy. Crash and I were seeing things move around in the bushes in front of us, and it was freaking us out. I knew I was lost, and I was looking for reception on my phone, and there was nothing. There was nothing, and then there was one bar, which I stopped. I slammed on the brakes, and then I was like, okay, I need to climb out of the car, jump up on top, and see if I can call my brother and get him on his way to come and find us, because I'm not going to be able to find my way out of here. So a search party ensued there shortly after I got a hold of my brother. And when I say search party, I don't mean like 1 or 2 people coming to search for me. No. It was several people from the St. John side and several people from the Sanders side driving whichever direction from their rightful spots to try and find me with their lights going. So all of our fire department that wasn't out on calls, and many cops, and I think even part of the fire department from St. John's were called out to try and help find a missing crew member. And finally I saw their lights. I guided them in. I did ask my brother if he wanted me to light a flare so that they could find me. Mind you, it's Arizona desert and it's extremely dry, but I was a volunteer firefighter. I felt confident that if something happened, I was going to be able to take care of it. So they drive back, and basically we go home several hours later. Turns out I was all the way on the St. John's side. That's how lost I was. Like, Witchwells is halfway between St. John's and Sanders. So you're starting right here, and I should have been going towards Sanders, but what ended up happening is I went all the way back to the St. John side, and yeah, I got lucky, because I came into town on fumes. I got really lucky. And then the next day I went to the fire department, and Pathfinder was written across my turnout helmet, and that became my nickname for the fire department. I guess, when you earn it, you earn it. That's all there is to it. So, yeah. That's how that happened. I guess the moral of the story would be, don't hesitate to ask for help. if you're not 100% certain that you know what it is that you need to do or where you need to go, don't be stubborn. Just ask for help or directions or whatever the case may be. Anyways, that's all I got for you on this one. So until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and most of all, stay blessed, my friends. Someone's therapist knows all about you. You know it's true. You know. Ah, come on.